It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. On the return, it's Washington. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Escaping the pressure right. And finding the tight end Hooper. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Completes and Mooney on the slant. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ed Oliver, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield on play action. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To the air, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's down to make it pretty simple. Key to develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Chance is good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Myles Garrett able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play that time for Cleveland. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Chubb on the counter. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Marquise Brown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put... You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44.
1:50 left to go in the second quarter. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Mayfield's throw hauled in by Washington.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Pettis now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like it.
Now Davis fumbles it, and this is picked up by the Browns. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Allen. Flush to his right.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now Allen. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
On the return, it's Washington.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A run for Nick Chubb. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Play fake. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
A give. This is Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Now Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. A.J. Epinesa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield. And this will be caught by Mooney. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little
Nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a couple, Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Flushed out right. That's Ward, complete right side. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are right back in this football game. My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the fourth quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's going to let it fly. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off at the 21. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Moss.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.